Hey guys, welcome to Overwatch today. That's the game we're playing, right?
Was it week 3, week 4?
It's week 4. Week
Week
4.
4.
Yeah. And we are playing against Platteville.
Platteville Orange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be starting up here pretty soon. We got the usual starters in today. So, sorry. We got. You want to go through the starters?
Yeah. So we have Jamie on tank as usual. And then we have Sam and Raph on DPS, also as per usual. And then rounding out the roster, we have our usual supports with Maddie and Zeke. So typical starters that we've seen play past 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
3 weeks now.
3 weeks, yeah.
Pretty much.
That have looked, really
Really
good.
They're 9-0 overall.
Yeah, in terms of points.
Mm-hmm.
It'll
Open
be
for
exciting.
another 3-0.
It'll be exciting to see if they can
Violet's not even here today.
keep up doing what they've been doing. And yeah, just keep dominating.
Okay. Yeah, Violet will not be casting with us today. It'll just be me and Jackson,
Yeah. It looks like we're starting on Circuit Royale. That doesn't seem right, but
we have it. It's underneath. It's underneath the cheat sheets that we got. So yeah, we got cheat sheets now. I'll be using them. Jackson apparently won't use them.
not going to be Circuit Royale.
Yeah,
They just have it on the wrong map. So in the meantime, I assume there's pick ban going on, and we're also probably just figuring out rosters. But yeah, it'll be exciting to see. If they can continue the progress that they've shown over the, past couple of weeks and be able to just keep the momentum going, keep it strong, keep pushing the lead in the division and stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see this match. Looking at the numbers right next to the names in the arena, they are more even than they have been in the past. I don't know what those numbers mean, but I assume that they might mean something about levels.
I'm 90% sure those are just the honor levels of how much people like playing with you.
Oh,
Yeah, I think.
that would make sense.
Looks like the first map is going to be an Antarctic Peninsula control map, which I don't think we've seen so far this year. But yeah, it'll be exciting to see. We get to see a new map.
All right, we're gonna start off with a scream from Raph right away. Classic Raph, to be honest. And we're gonna switch over here really soon, as it is now pretty much started up. I think we'll switch over around the time when they choose some of their heroes, maybe around 5 seconds before they do that.
So yeah, but yeah, it'll be a new map. Be excited to see, especially with the new changes. Teams still trying to figure things out, what people are going to be running and how they're going to be using different things with so many different variables coming into this first map. It'll be really exciting to see.
Yeah. So now that we're actually here, we're gonna get into this a little bit, and I'll move around the free camera a little bit. So it looks like we are playing a pretty normal lineup here of our team. We got Jamie on the Junker Queen, Raph on the Sombra, and Sam on the Tracer, Maddie on the Moira, and like we saw last time, we saw Zeke on the
On Zenyatta.
Zenyatta, that's it.
Which has been one of the big changes just with all the changes coming out. Been having to play a lot more Zenyatta in terms of practices and stuff and different team comps, rather than what it was before Kiriko. And we already have fights going out as Zeke is going to be traded for the enemy Genji. The other team is running a team comp of Ramatra, Mei, Genji, Lucio, and Kiriko.
Yes.
As really exciting to see.
We will get a pretty nice hack off on that on the Mei here.
Force the ice block out of them.
Yeah,
Maybe
force,
they'll be able to
and
kill
we'll
them.
also will wall up, but it looks like Raph will fall. But it looks like we still have pretty good control over this fight, even with a few of our players falling here, as we are still staying on this point here, and it looks like we aren't having any plans to back up at all. As it looks like the Genji is close to dropping, but he will get kind of healed up there. And we have lost both of our supports, but Jamie has his ult now, and he will use it. I missed it there because I'm flailing around the spectating right now. But it looks like he is going to get a very good number of kills there. He will get, I think, 3 just pretty much by himself and finish capturing that point.
So yeah, I mean, it was really exciting. I mean, obviously we saw Jamie and Sam just kind of staying on point even with the losses, which is always good. I feel like that's something that, you know, hasn't always necessarily been there. I think especially like after a while they've kind of learned and realized that, like, you know, it's still good to challenge these points and try to get that progress when you can, because it can be really difficult to come back from that.
Yeah, and we are starting off another team fight here. I'm going to go into a little bit of free camera here. As it looks like that, yeah, they are going to switch to a Baptiste.
It's not going to matter much for the enemy team. We're still just keeping a lot of pressure, but Zeke is going to fall.
Yeah, it looks like we were in a little bit of a retreat when Zeke fell there. And now Jamie will actually go back in. He's going to try and get the Mei here, it looks like, and get some more damage overall. As the Moira ult also comes out, we're going to switch to that over there. As the Moira ult is actually doing a lot of work here, healing up Jamie and dealing good damage.
That just came out from Raph. Raph is going to fall. Maybe able to pick up one.
Jamie has another ult, and he's going to hit 3 with it, dealing a good amount of damage.
Be a huge ult if the damage procs them, but I think they all got out, and they're able to start healing up after that, which is really tragic.
It looks like Jamie's going to get a kill, though. That's going to be 1, and he's going to drop.
All right. So it looks like
we lost 3 there.
We're going to lose the point here, but I mean, it's fine. We got 73%. We have a lot of time to work with a lot of like fights that we can take to get it back. Raph is on a weird flank here, dancing around with the Mei.
Yeah, we saw him get detected, but it looks like he's going to be fine now. I think he's more doing this as a scout because he does not have EMP, and I think he's more setting up as he will go right on the, and he won't really be able to get anything out of it. As we're going to switch over to Sam here. Oh, pretty close to his ult. Ooh.
Oh, the big ult from Zeke coming out, trying to save everyone from this weird little tight fight that's going on over here in this hallway.
As Maddie already fell, it looks like we did get the point back, though. While that fight was going on, I think Sam dropped back and got the whole fight. He will throw the pulse bomb out there, but it won't really do much. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like during that whole scrimmage, Sam was just kind of sneaking onto the point, able to kind of just, you know, claim the point without really any contention. But they've already lost it again. As now it looks like they're trying to group up, maybe take another fight, and hopefully win it and get it back.
Yes.
It looks like Raph is on the Soldier 76 now.
Interesting change. I know he loves his Sombra that he always plays, and he does usually pretty well on it. I think maybe they were just kind of contemplating that it's not really working here this time.
Honestly, I feel like in practice and stuff, we've just been seeing them play a lot more stuff, which I think is good, being able to kind of expand what they're doing.
Yeah, so Maddie will drop, it looks like, in the little skirmish there that they had. And we're going to need at least a return kill, but they have all of their ults up. This will be very hard to take this point here from them.
Looks like we're close to maybe only 2 of them. So we're going to be at a huge...
Yeah, Jamie's going to get his ult first, and Maddie's like, maybe 3 will get in this fight, probably. As Jamie is kind of dropping a little bit.
Oh, and they're going to get the Ramattra.
Okay. So, sorry about that. We have a little bit of technical difficulties coming in, but it looks like we are doing very well in this overtime. We'll talk about the technical difficulties in a little bit. Looks like they were able to steal that point through the 3. I was looking at the little bit of technical difficulties that we were having, so I wasn't really talking much. I hope Jackson was doing something.
I was also paying attention to what was going on.
Oh,
but it looks like they are going to try to fight. They have the Kiriko ult coming out. Ramattra in his melee form, trying to fight this back, but it looks like they won't. The Reaper is entering ghost mode. He's going to wander around. He's trying to stay safe and keep on the point, but he's going to fall to Raph's Soldier. Raph's going to pop the ult to try to fend off anyone else coming on the point, and
I think that's going to be it.
The first objective.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the little bit of technical difficulties that we're having. It's pretty much just the banner with whichever team name. They're swapped. So whichever team. So, yeah. Our team is under Platteville. Okay.
the blue
Platteville,
team.
sorry, Platteville. I'm from Nebraska. I'm thinking Platteville. And the other team is Underdown. So just notice that and switch in your mind now.
We are the blue team.
Yes.
And it looks like we are going to keep the same comp with Jamie's Junker Queen, Raph on the Soldier, and Sam on the Tracer, and then obviously the Moira and Zenyatta still there. Which I think and we're going to see the Zenyatta actually be swapped to Baptiste, which, I mean, he does like playing Baptiste, so this is a surprising switch. I was really liking what I was seeing from Raph Soldier, even though it wasn't a ton of time. It felt like it was having a lot more pressure with not having to do so much scout work and more actually being part of the fights. But Jamie's getting lit
Jamie
up here
is dropping pretty quickly here, but it looks like he
forced the ice block.
Yeah, forced the wall and the wall too. Jamie is kind of alone here. It looks like the immortality field will come out, but it will get destroyed very quickly. As now going on the Mei will finally get the Mei, and however we have lost the point
both
though.
Of our supports. I think the thing is, we might have lost the point, but they are losing a lot of people right now.
Yes, that is true. As the point is kind of just going back here. As
that was strange, I feel, from the Baptiste, but it looks like they're going to be able to hold us off from the point for right now.
Yeah.
As we try to regroup and maybe take a different angle, or we can keep trying to brute force through this little hallway.
We do have one ult up here on Sam, and that will be
Sam is gonna
get the Cassidy there, and I think that's gonna make the move to start in. We are gonna go in here, also maybe getting the Kiriko as well. The ult will come out,
but it'll still kill,
and we'll get the immortality field, but not anybody else.
Right now,
Jamie dropped.
These fights are very almost scatterbrained in a way. Hopefully they'll regroup and try to take another just frontal approach. But right now, like it feels like we're just really staggered with how we're fighting.
Yes, I do think we need to group up a little bit more and make one good push, maybe through a less contested area. I would say.
Getting in a little close to the Ramantra, able to back off.
We
see
Raph is back on
He's able to
his
take down the
Sombra.
Cassidy.
They will trade each other. As now the Rametra is dropping pretty low here, but it looks like the immortality field will come out.
So long.
Yes.
And the Ramantra is going to come out, but
that's
going to
be a pretty huge rampage. I think that got all four that were there.
Keep the damage going on them.
He'll get one kill.
The Ramantra's back. The Ramantra is going to take out a lot of us. Wow.
I think we're going to try and stay on this point here just a little bit longer. But it looks like we aren't really going to be able to get anything more, and I think this is going to be a lost point.
We're really going to have to contest this if we want it. But yeah, this point looked...
Okay, we get in right at the last second to contest. We will get the Tracer ult out, the Pulse Bomb, and we will force the Ice Block out as well.
High Noon going off, but it went off. It only got Zeke.
Okay, we also have the ball.
Off of the point. The Wrecking Ball is here.
Wrecking Ball is here. I think that's more
able
for
to
speed.
Get one, able to
we
get
are getting
two.
all of them pretty much. We've dropped 3 right now. If we can just get their tank, we probably win this for sure. Or even the Mei for sure.
They have to take down the Mei, so it's just on the
yeah. That's it. All right.
And we're here for more percentage, more fights. It'd be really interesting to see if because they switched a lot of they switched to the Lucio and the ball to try to get on the point. I think it'll be really interesting to see how they play now that. I mean, this is their team.
Zeke is a little weird on the Lucio, but I know Jamie is definitely comfortable on the ball. That's for sure. We also see Raph on a flank here, but he will get detected.
Keeping them distracted. Jamie coming back on the ball.
It looks like, I think Raph said that he was detected, and Jamie was like, all right, I'm coming. So he's in now,
slam.
And the immortality field will be dropped though, and we're gonna. Looks like the Mei might drop pretty soon, as we do now see.
The minefield comes out from the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, the minefield will come out, and
another big slam.
We're gonna need to see something coming out pretty soon, as now they have made their way back onto the point, starting to contest now. But it looks like we will see the Mei get jumped up into the air, but healed up pretty quickly. Their heals are doing very well. That's gonna be a huge EMP though. Glad I caught the end of that, as now just sitting in the ice block, the Mei is probably going to eventually drop, hopefully. as actually now does have the Blizzard as well.
They
That
do
could
have
be a
all
problem.
5 on the point now. The Blizzard comes out.
Yeah, the Blizzard will come out.
Just have to keep them off the point.
Jamie
but
will drop. Sam is going to get back there in time to keep the overtime going. But this isn't looking great as Jamie is still dead. We need to keep it going for a little bit longer as
that
the rest of our team is
looks
dead.
Like it's gonna be the point.
Yeah. So 1-1 in the second is so far in the first round. I mean, I thought they were going to do well. I thought this was going to be a close game.
I mean, I think part of it is, I mean, obviously there's a lot of changes in the patch. They haven't really played on this map a ton, so I mean, like I was saying, like it'll be really interesting to see how they deal with these things. And I mean, the first map looked really, really amazing. Or first point, second point, not as much, but I mean, towards the end, like when they needed to, like they started to show up. So it'll be really interesting to see if they can just carry the momentum that they were starting to have and that they did on that first point.
For sure. I mean, as you can see, they're going to switch back to basically the same thing that they had. We've definitely seen this team before with the Sigma and Baptiste. Jamie does really like his Sigma. That's for sure. As it looks like we will be starting up here pretty quickly. I think I am on the point. Okay.
They're taking a little scuffle to start. Their other team has the Genji again.
Yes.
A huge rock coming out of their launch, but they're not able to get a bunch of damage out.
Jamie is dropping.
Is going to
okay, he will be saved
alive.
by Zeke there from the back.
After getting walled off, the I feel that he come in.
Okay, and we will drop the Kiriko, it looks like, as we're gonna need to get something going here. Hopefully pretty soon.
Use the ice fly. We're
And
trying to pressure the rest of the team off. Use the wall too.
It looks like we will be able to fully capture the point here, get some percentage off, and the May will still fall.
Yeah,
and now it looks like, they're going to keep zoning them out here as Genji might have stepped up a little bit, but we couldn't really do anything about it. As now we are just kind of pushing them off, it looks like, pretty well, and making sure that we can get this percentage up. And now
just keep pressure on them this whole time, trying not to let them just kind of storm out of this point. But I mean, with the Sigma who's really good at poking, like these tight windows, it's really hard to just keep that distance. But it'll be interesting to see if they can keep it up. And the Kiriko is going to drop really low in the back.
Yeah, it looks like Sam is still going to go on it. Has his ult now.
May will fall. The Genji is getting a lot of people on point, though, and they're able to claim it.
Yeah.
So their whole team is now sitting on the point.
Yeah, they're going to get the percentage, and they're going to do the same thing that they did to us.
Recover from this.
However, we do have close to what looks like 4 ults coming up that we'll probably see in this fight come out.
I say we most definitely have 2 ults for this fight.
Yes, as there is Jamie's ult. We've seen Jamie's Sigma's ult do crazy things in the past. So
yeah, really interesting to see if they try to combo the 2 ults.
That would definitely be
able
interesting.
To grab
there it
2
is.
Of them in the back.
That's gonna be that's gonna be 2 pretty important ones too. But the immortality field looks like we'll be able to protect them, and we will be able to get them May for sure. As now
and the Ramatra is gonna
and
fall.
the Ramatra just kind of backed up into Jamie. I don't think he knew that Jamie was there, and Jamie was just able to get it there.
And this is looking like such a great fight as we're able to just slowly take them out one by one, and we've essentially just pushed them so far off the point that it's so hard for, a Genji to really do anything about this.
And we have 4 ults to defend.
That is true. We didn't end up using the pulse bomb, so.
And Jamie is about halfway to his ult, so this is going to be a very tough. This is going to be a very good defense, I will say, most likely. As we already see.
Do see Raph on the flank. He does have ult if he decides to need it, but it
looks like he won't. Ooh, Sam is looking kind of close. He's gonna send his ult out.
A ton of damage because the Ramatra's gonna use the block. The Blizzard coming out from the May as well.
Yeah, there's gonna be Maddie's ult as well, just mostly trying to heal, I think, more or less. But we'll actually be going on the Kiriko with it, and I might be able to fully get the Kiriko as the Kiriko drops pretty low. We'll be able to get the May. As
the field comes out to try to pump some extra damage, and it looks like they're gonna able to clean up. They're gonna
get everybody. That was some. I will say, it is our fault that we are not paying much attention to the sports, but we paid attention to Maddie there, and Maddie had a great clip. So, I think that will be the game pretty much.
Sigma ult on the Ramatra that's gonna basically just prevent them from getting on. So that'll be point 2, and that is
as Doan will take the first game.
Up 1-0 now. On the road to another 3-0 if
To
it were to
12-0.
happen. And we see Jamie here with the play of the game. Well, it's not 3-0 because
It's still 3-0 in rounds.
oh yeah, I guess.
Because it would be different. The 12-0 would be way different. Yes, this was
Yeah,
the rampage that we saw.
So yeah, I mean that was a really amazing map. Like I said, like it was weird to see how they would adapt to a map that isn't new, but they haven't necessarily played a ton on this semester.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some slip ups on the second map when they lost the point, but like it still looked really good despite that. And obviously the first and third maps just looked really, really good, and they were able to get things kind of in the right order when they needed them to get the job done.
For sure. I mean, we're going to see one of like 3 maps come out for Circuit Royale, or for Escort, sorry, as we've seen them pretty much only ever play on Junkertown and Route 66. And I think one time we saw them play on Circuit Royale.
Yeah, I know they definitely like Circuit Royale a lot. They have, they have things on Circuit Royale they would like to utilize, and that they've been trying to practice. So it'll be really interesting if they can get a game on Circuit Royale. But other than that, like you said, I mean, Junkertown, Route 66 have been the big ones in the past. Junkertown had some new changes that I don't think we've seen on the broadcast yet.
We saw Junkertown last week.
Never mind, we did in fact see them last week.
You weren't here, so.
I mean, I was in the other
makeup,
room.
like, how'd you miss the makeup?
Because I was in the other room.
Yeah, that's true. You were in the other room.
Yeah.
You missed the drag. You missed Theodora. We're never mentioning that again.
So yeah. Hopefully, Pick and Ban will
Circuit
be
Royale is the
done
pick.
here soon. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
how exciting!
The other team banned Dorado, and I think Jamie picked Circuit Royale. So.
Oh, this is gonna be so exciting then to see if they decide to pull out the strategy that has been kind of in the talks.
I think this is the one escort point that they've lost is on Circuit Royale in that scrimmage that we saw in the first week, or in the first time we streamed for them, or the preseason or whatever. This on Circuit Royale was the first time they lost a point.
But yeah, I mean,
Or Route 66.
in practices and stuff, they have a certain strategy that they really want to try to implement on defense. So it'll be really exciting to see if they get to use it.
Do you want to kind of explain the strategy? You're alluding to it so much.
Not really. I don't want to be the one blamed if I leak strats.
It's on a 3-minute delay.
Yeah, but what if someone watches the ball and then it's all my fault?
It's okay, fine.
Yeah,
Jeez,
see,
you're so boring. Come on.
I'm looking at this from the next level up.
The next level, yeah, sure. We're gonna see.
And if
We're gonna see
we
two
are on
robots today.
defense, and if this comp is telling me anything, I think we're gonna see the fun little quirky strat. You want to just post up right there.
Right here. Oh, I think I heard them talking about this in a
Yeah.
scrimmage. Is that they're just gonna camp this?
Yeah, you're basically just gonna sit here and just be annoying the whole time. It's a mix of boring and super fun to watch.
Of course, yeah.
Because there's a whole
'Cause
lot of nothing
it's
going
just
on,
spawn
but it's
camping.
getting so much done.
Yeah. It's just spawn camping the whole time. That's all it is.
Yeah. That's gonna be really exciting to see. I think this is the first time we're
This
actually
is an
seeing
interest. They're not on a
seeing the
high ground of
strategy.
any way. They're just hiding behind the tree. As now we're gonna see these first bullets kind of shoot out. We're gonna see some antis come out from the Ana that they have,
Fox is going to
and they're going to
Mayonnaise.
kill the Genji right away. And I'm gonna switch to first person.
I feel from the BAP is gonna come out. And here we see. I mean,
And this strategy is working. They
This is
are
where the big
just
difference is
spawn
coming in the
camping.
DPS. I mean, you have Sam on the Mei now. The Mei is so important for this comp. She's able to like have so much control over the map as a DPS character. And then obviously the Bastion. The Bastion is just so annoying in these tight quarters that you're artificially creating with the Mei that it's so hard for teams to deal with because you're basically creating one path for them to go down and you are shoving bullets down that pathway.
Yeah.
So here we're going to see the Genji on the flank trying to disrupt what's going on, maybe create some space, but it's not going to work. He's going to have to sneak back into their spawn.
So I just noticed something. We have Maddie on the Baptiste instead of her normal like Mercy or Moira, and we have Zeke on the Zenyatta. Very interesting there.
I mean, yeah, we've seen the Zenyatta be like basically a staple of a lot of the most recent team comps, which is all the changes that came out. So I think it's just one of those things where it's, you have someone who can play both of them, but you just need both of them at the same time. And we see the Genji trying to get another flank
Oh, he's
again,
gonna use
but
his
the
ult.
ult is going to go off on the Sigma instead.
And
They're almost able to take him down. The Blizzard in their spawn now as the Kimiko and Genji are
we
trying
have
to cause
lost
damage
3
on the
and we are still here. Yeah, so we've lost 3 players on our team, and they're just now finally getting out. I think we wasted a solid 2 minutes there.
I mean, yeah, that's like the power of the strat. One of the first issues that came up when practicing this was like, okay, now after you lose that first hold, like you've wasted so much time, but you have to make sure that you can defend this point up here that gives them extra time, because otherwise you just kind of wasted your wasting the time. But it'll be really interesting to see if they've, come up with a strategy now to help defend this little corner up here to prevent the map from going on any longer. Because this is the point that they lost the point on that scrim. So it'll be really interesting to see if this strat ends up working better than the old strat.
Yeah,
and so far it looks like it is, as there's not a whole lot that the other team's able to do, but their Sigma ult is going to come out, and it looks like it's going to take down Raph and Zeke.
Yeah, that's not
Sam
great
on the
for
mid
us.
is going to fall.
Actually, everyone's going to drop. Yep.
That is an entire team wipe.
That's not great. We're going to need to definitely hold this high ground up there on this Circuit Royale, as we can be a little bit faster than the players and look at this. Yeah, we're going to definitely need to push them off of this high ground and then start holding it, as we definitely need to move them quickly, as now that they have earned that extra time back and pretty much have made it so that what we did at the very beginning was useless.
Yeah, I mean, you still wasted some time because, like, the bonuses you get from claiming a point are just the same no matter what. But
Yeah, so
it is super disappointing to see, all of that going, and then, you lose one fight and you've lost just so much progress.
Yeah, it looks like their soldier will actually get into our background somehow.
Genji's going to take out Raph with the reflect.
Yeah.
Jamie is just still keeping a ton of pressure on here, able to knock the Kiryu with the rock.
Almost
He's going to get
getting
slept
there.
by the Ana.
Well, we'll get slapped.
Maybe
It looks
get
like he
out the
will come
Blizzard coming
back.
out
He
from
does have his
Sam.
ult, and he might just use it on these 3 right here. This would be a pretty good ult.
Oh,
he's gonna
he's
pop
gonna
it.
grab
He's gonna get
one.
only
Oh,
one,
two.
two though, two, and that's gonna get
able
both
to take
of
them
them.
both
Yeah,
out.
and I think that'll stall out their push here, as he's gonna also zone out the soldier over there, get the stun on the other Sigma, as the wall's gonna come out, kind of actually protecting the Sigma, unfortunately. But it looks like he will be able to kind of push the Sigma away and stop the payload for a little bit.
If they can hold this angle, I think this is a very good, easy angle to just stall for the next,
2 minutes. Yeah.
Obviously the only concern with this angle is that there is a little tunnel that leads to, behind you, that if someone like the Genji were to, get, and a huge signal is going to grab
gosh.
4 of us, but we are going to hold on and survive.
Yeah.
For now, Maddie and Raph are going to fall. Hopefully we can keep everyone else up alive. The Genji is 1 HP. Zeke's going to fall. Jamie's going to
all gonna
fall,
drop,
and Sam is also going to fall.
Yeah, some of them might have dropped a little bit sooner than others, but they all did eventually fall, sadly, as that Sigma ult just targeted the backline perfectly, and sadly we just couldn't really heal anybody up from that.
It's weird because these holds have been looking like almost near perfect basically the whole time. We're able to just like prevent them from gaining so much ground, but like just one thing slips up and like they just make so much momentum off it that it's weird.
Oh, we missed the. Okay, that's a weird camera angle. I was trying to look at the artillery strike from Raph there, and it looks like we will be able to kill the Genji final, and the
Sigma
massive all
able
on
to grab
2
three
of them. Three or 2.
Able to kill anyone.
But not really able
though.
to kill. They weren't really low enough, and that'll be the immortality, or no, the Kiriko ult dropping for the other team. Gonna heal up their whole team, and it looks like we have 2 of our ults up, and we
Able
will
to
use
blast a ton of damage through the field.
And
But not sure if
this
and
is
the
very
Blizzard coming out.
the
with
Blizzard
wall
will come
combo.
out, and he'll also
Ice
go
about to
into
heal
the
up
ice.
and able to just
That'll actually be a
melt
great
them
Blizzard.
down.
Get 2 for sure, maybe 3 with the Ana dropping
Sam just
pretty
has to
low.
not die here.
As it
Most
looks
of the
like
team
we
is
are gonna go
fighting
right into
on the
this little
point,
room
essentially.
here. It's pretty much just Jamie versus It's like Jamie and it looks like we will take their tank there, their Sigma, and we're pretty close to getting their Anna there as the Anna just barely gets out on a sliver of HP.
That is really tragic. I mean, you're in this situation that like you need to get kills. You need them to stagger because you need these 4v5s.
Yes, as we need to definitely push them off a little bit more. Their payload is very close. They have a minute left to push, but we need to get them off. That's the for sure thing.
So the good thing is we've gained this round. We just need to be able to hold it for the rest of the match so far.
We are pretty close to two of our ults.
Zeke is gonna use.
That's gonna be a great Zeke ult to heal everybody up, and that's gonna be a bad stun onto Sam there, as we're gonna need a definitely.
Sigma ult is coming out this time.
The Genji went too far. That might be a chance. That may be our chance right there to hold this defense in, as the Genji will drop, and it looks like the rest of the team will back off. The enemy team will back off. Actually, the Sigma on the R team is kind of left alone, and the Sigma will drop.
Raph with a huge blast of bullets, just trying to whittle them down, and like they've got so much ground, and now they're able to just push them back as much as they can. And this might be like one of the deciding factors of this match. If they can continue.
There's probably gonna be one more team fight left here, as the Genji is still going in front of their team.
I mean, I think if I'm the Genji here, you're probably on touch duty and trying to just get to the payload if at all possible. But
yeah, and we see two people on the payload, so we'll probably start moving here pretty soon. As now Jamie's gonna actually focus on it. The Kiriko will come out.
Ult is coming out.
As also the Soldier, but that's gonna get one kill. Jamie's gonna get one, and also it looks like Raph will get one. He's gonna launch the artillery strike. I don't really think anybody's on the point right now, but it will just pretty much zone everybody out, and that will be the end of it.
Able to prevent them getting to the third point, which is good to know that on the, on attack that we don't have to go
all the way.
But we still have to cover
need to go
a fair bit of ground. There's a lot of ground that needs to be grabbed. But I'm confident in this team. I mean, they've proven time and time again that like this is something that they can do, and that they probably will do.
So yeah, we're probably gonna see the same strategy that we had. I don't know where I'm going, to be honest.
Wrong way.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know where I'm at now. Okay. Oh, so we're going backwards this time.
No, we're just at the other spawn.
Well, I saw the car over here.
Yeah, it's just a small indie company, so it has like weird intermission things. But
it's Blizzard.
We do see.
Hi, Mom. My mom is in the chat, guys.
As the other team is going to be preparing their defenses.
I think they're going to try similar strategy to us. No, they're just going to stay up on the high ground.
No, it looks like they're using the strategy that we used to use in the first time we watched Chicken Royale, holding this high ground first up here around the corner. And it looks like we're going to be using a more traditional
dome lineup at least. Yeah,
with the Sombra and the Tracer. And the Moira and the Baptiste. And obviously the Sigma still. You see Genji going up on this hill, maybe he's trying to get a big flank on us. Maybe.
Yeah, he's going on that flank. We'll watch it.
If we're able to pick him off from this would be
might be able to just pick him off,
grab, but he's able to dash right back over the building. So we're starting to already get progress because they kind of just allowed us to have this space. So it'll be really interesting to see if we can have a lot of plays like, Sam's going to fall to the Genji though.
Yeah, let me get into the actual. As now it looks like we might be able to get some good damage up there on the high ground. Even though Raph has fallen, it looks like we are staying here for a little bit. And we are getting some good push away at least for now. But they are kind of zoning out Jamie a little bit. But we need to just, as the Soldier will drop pretty low now, but will get healed up pretty quickly by the Baptiste there. But it looks like we are pushing up onto our point, onto the payload now. As Raph is on a massive flank on the Kiriko. We'll get some good damage, but the Kiriko will hide behind cover here. And I think we'll just have to teleport out.
And the Genji is going to fall to Sam.
Will fall to Sam. And he is still on that flank as well, trying to get the Kiriko by himself. And it looks like
he'll Baptiste as well.
Yeah, the Kiriko. That was
we're able to just get up so much damage here.
Yeah, that's going to be a 4 drop. And we saw the Genji drop earlier, so that's basically team wipe.
Yeah, I mean, that was a team wipe.
Yeah. It didn't say team kill though, so.
Yeah, it gets a little weird when like people technically respawn before everyone else dies.
So we will definitely reach the point faster than they did.
Yeah, I mean, you look here, like when we let them get the point earlier, they had I think 2 minutes left.
Yeah, we had.
And I mean,
a lot.
We're at 4 minutes right now.
Yeah, we had one fight and we were done. So, we'll switch over to Jamie really quick, especially with his ult, as that ult's gonna come out, and we'll get just the Sigma. I'm on the wrong team, I realize. I'm still on the. Now I'm on the right team. Okay, there we go. And that will drop.
Jamie and Sam are just picking them off.
Yeah, pretty well. And I think the Genji's gonna drop here pretty soon.
And will able to take down the Genji. I mean, they're just covering so much ground so quickly that like. This is just what they do. I mean, if there's a team that I'm confident in to just march down and, you know, put the payload where it needs to be, it's this team. I mean, they've proven week after week that, like, they are extremely capable.
That's going to be a pretty good hack on the Baptiste there, but it doesn't look like Raph is going to be able to get anything except for his ult out, and he is right behind the enemy team. He's going to get that EMP off. 4 EMP, as that's going to drop 2-3 now almost. Actually, they're going to use like all of their ults in response to that ult. As
so many ults coming out right now, as Jamie's going to fall.
It looks like our whole team will probably start to fall here. Maddie fell. Sam is the last one left, and it looks like he will fall. And now Zeke is just gonna run away.
It started out as such a good angle for that EMP, just wasn't able to be capitalized on because they just had so many of their own ults to use in contrast with it. But we still have, I mean, just over 3 minutes to keep pushing this payload. So it'll be really interesting to see if they're able to get the job done.
Yeah, we will see Jamie getting pretty close to his ult too. Probably will get it in this team fight here as he's at 94. Trying to get that immortality field. Will drop it. That would be a
soak up bullets during.
Will use his ult. That'll get 2 for sure. They'll both die too. As now the Sigma on the other team is pretty much left alone. As now also the Baptiste will fall.
The team kill.
Team kill and the next point.
We're just pushing this payload, and this is one of those situations where we put the other team on just such weird footing where it's like, you know where you have to try to prevent, but it's such an awkward space.
Yeah, the Genji will almost fall. Will just barely get healed up. As now we just need to kind of push them away, keep them away from the from it here. As the Genji will go up again on our 2 DPSs. Sam will drop pretty low, but will be saved by the.
I feel it will come out.
Yes.
And I mean, this is just like I said. Like, this is such an awkward position to hold. That like we're getting so much free space because they know that they can't step up to like stop us from pushing it. So a lot of that space of the 68 meters that we need to make up, so much of it we just got for free because they just can't do anything about this.
Yeah, we only have 28 meters to go. As we will see Raph fall though, he is pretty close to his ult. Hopefully we'll be able to see that when he comes back. As Zeke also will fall. We have no supports. We're gonna need to probably start backing up here a little bit, as it looks like Raph is here now though, and both Raph and Sam are here on a little bit of a flank, kind of just sitting here. Hopefully Zeke and Maddie will get here very quickly, as
we have 4 ults to potentially completely turn the tides of this.
Yeah, and we're gonna start with a Kiriko pick almost, as the Kiriko will get hacked for sure, but won't really be able to get anything out. The Genji is gonna go on Raph. He's going
to fall.
Sam will drop. That's gonna be an EMP on nobody, it looks like, as now Jamie is gonna pretty much be on the point alone right now. As the supports look like they are here, and we will be able to get the Sigma for sure.
So much damage right now, and without a tank and without one of their supports, I mean they're just falling over. And
their Genji will fall. That's gonna be game. I think that's game.
I think that's game. I don't know if they can get here in time to prevent us from.
They're gonna switch to the Orisa.
Scoring.
They're gonna stay on everything else.
Hold. I mean,
yeah, the Orisa is gonna be a little bit faster. Might be able to get on, but will die right before, and that'll be it.
Map 2.
Yep. 2-0. Not the 3-0. I'm just saying. This team is yet to be beat. Gosh, I still have to knock on wood, even though Violet isn't here to make me. Because
I actually see the
producer
enemy is having
that was
that was a very solid.
That
was one of those tie turners that they were just finally trying to get footing on this, high ground hold for this first point. And I mean, a play like that will do it to you. And just prevent you from getting that space that you wanted. But up 2-0, I mean, despite what the scoreboard kind of said from that map, they looked really, really good considering the fact that I think at the end of the map they still had over 2.5 minutes left on time.
I will say round 1, close. Round 2, a lot less close, even though it was like kind of even in points.
Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't tell the whole picture. I mean, just on both sides of that escort map, just having them just on their heels, unsure of like what to do next. And I mean, I think it showed by the fact that once again, like we had over 2.5 minutes left on our time to get wherever we needed to if we weren't on, if we were on attack first. And then on the defense, I mean, obviously we gave up a lot of ground on the points, but it was still good because it was the first time like we're seeing that strategy be pulled out, like in one of these matches. And I mean, obviously, like that signal that was the play of the game, like that's just a tide turner. It doesn't matter like what level you're playing at. That if a play like that happens to you, like that's going to completely alter the way that the game is flowing. And so I mean, yeah, this is one of those what ifs. Like, okay, if that signal didn't go off, I mean, maybe we don't give it 2 points, but overall, I mean, they looked so complete and just confident of like what they're going to be doing, and when. I mean, yeah, it looks the same as every other week that they're playing. And here it looks like we're going to be moving on to Flashpoint, going to Suravasa.
This is the same map we see every day, or every week, pretty much.
Yeah.
We've seen this map so many times, and I will say our team plays very well on it. I think they're very comfortable on it. I think if they went to New Junk City, it would be a different story than normal.
I wouldn't be so sure. I mean, a lot of times in practice, like they play on New Junk City a lot. I think it's just a consensus that Suravasa is just a more competitive map. New Junk City is just kind of jank sometimes. But yeah, so we're gonna see about 30 seconds for teams to get out the gates and start rushing for the first point.
We're gonna see Jose in
for
Raph,
Raph.
and we're also gonna see Sam move to the Cassidy, which we've seen do very well.
We have seen his Cassidy before, and it is extremely potent when he's hitting his shots. Mm-hmm. We're gonna see Maddie back on the Mercy that we haven't seen this afternoon.
Yeah, we've not seen it yet, but I know this is Maddie's probably favorite character. I think it's her most played.
And possibly best. I mean,
I don't know. Her Moira's pretty solid.
Well, everyone on this team is very good at every single character that they play. So here they are taking the traditional
side
trade and fight
here.
Side for this first point.
Ooh, that's going to be
bad. And the wall off is going to block off Jamie, but he's able to get back to his team.
Yeah.
Jose's going to get sucked in, but the I-field is going to come in and rescue. They're going to be able to drop the Mei.
The Mei will drop. It looks like their tank is also going to drop.
Down the Junker Queen. Yeah. They're just able to keep so much pressure here.
I think what's really nice about this Baptiste and Mercy combo is that Baptiste can focus on heals, while the Mercy can focus on the damage amp. I think that is very important, especially when the I-field comes out. It's just gonna provide so much coverage of those missing heals from switching to the damage amp.
I'll say, and it's two supports that are very not necessarily versatile, but they both do two very different things that they can both take turns doing. They obviously are both really amazing healers, but they both have really awesome opportunities to be much more offensive. Ooh, and a big high noon and also Junker Queen ult combo coming out.
Yeah, that was a 4-person high noon ult that got 4 people on the other team, and also a massive combo with Jamie's ult there with the Rampage. You can bring your drinks over here.
No, it's all good. I'm refreshed now.
Bro had to get a sip of Red Bull. Bro had to get his wings rechecked.
Yeah, here they are just holding the first point, and Maddie's sitting on a little corner.
Yeah, but it looks like we will start off
coming out for them, trying to just get pressure on this field, but it looks like it's not going to be able to do much. as it's a lot of contestants. The I-field's going to come out, able to keep us all up right now. Maddie's going to pop the wings on the Valkyrie. Blasting
We're
people
gonna get
right
a
now.
lot here, as it looks like we're gonna get another team wipe.
It's just the Mei left, and they're going to fall as we completely 100-0 this first point and just look dominant like every single time they play Saravasa.
I think I think Zeke dropped the Matrix there, and we were able to like basically 100-0 the Junker Queen.
So yeah, I mean we
And
use
that's how we
2
won that
ults,
there.
and they use. I think they also use 2. And I mean, yeah, we just ended up playing the fight better and just being in the right spots. So
We will see the Sojourn come out for the enemy team. As
I think they had the Sojourn before.
did they?
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
think they started with the Sojourn though.
Maybe not.
And now it's
I know it was in the last fight though.
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
They had ult. Let me see the enemy Baptiste. I feel the Sune rush coming out.
Ooh, that's gonna be
Hyden
a
is able to pick off the Junker Queen.
Yeah, that's
trying
gonna
to
be a
escape the Blizzard right now. We're gonna get a little bit of.
ooh, that's gonna be 2 drops from the Blizzard, almost 3 drops from the Blizzard, and the
Jamie's
oh,
rampage is going to be blocked by
he's
the wall.
gonna jump into the water and die.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the moments where like the rest of your team is dead. You need to wipe and just regroup.
Yeah, I that might have also been a little bit of embarrassment there from Jamie because his all got entirely countered by the Mei wall.
It might have been that case, but I also know that
Jamie doesn't usually get affected by those things.
yeah, I mean, it looks like they're going to regroup, but it looks like Sam and Maddie are just pushing up to try to get some
Get a little
pop
bit of
shots
damage.
off beforehand. Jamie going to be here, try to grab people, not quite able to get one. But it does have the ult, so it'll be interesting to see when this comes out. I mean,
Yeah,
they
we
are all
don't.
grouped
That's the
up,
only
but-
ult we're gonna have for this team fight, as they have probably 3 ults for this team fight, which isn't gonna be.
Oh,
Ooh,
the
that's gonna be a
gonna
rampage
come out.
hitting
Hit
on, like,
so many.
5.
The I feel it's gonna come out.
And
Both
but we
Ifields
will
come out,
drop
actually.
the Sojourn here, and
See
that's
the
gonna be
Bastion
that's
ult
gonna
come
be
out, able to
Bastion's
just
ult come
pick
out.
off so many people.
As also the Mei looks like she might drop here pretty soon, and will drop there. Will kill through the heals of the Kiriko and Baptiste. It looks like the Baptiste will fall next. Now it's just left up to the Kiriko, and now
There we go.
and
we
we'll
have a
steal
point.
it just in time.
Just in time before the overtime kicked in. But it'll be really interesting to see now that they have possession of it, how they decide to control it. I mean, if they want to play close to the point, or I mean, we see Jamie going up originally with Maddie, but now it looks like it's just Jamie heading up that tunnel.
Yeah, and it looks like
Sam's
they'll
gonna
switch
find
to the
basically the whole
Orisa.
team coming up this little tunnel over here as they. Oh, and that was a lot of head taps on that Orisa. They really just
Yeah,
like,
and that will
sucked
be the
life.
immortality field gone as well. And Sam does have his ult at any point that he can
Sure,
drop
as soon
it.
as he rush from
And he
another
will
team.
drop it here. I think he will get a pretty
Oh,
good
it's
amount,
gonna
but
be
the
blocked by the
wall is
wall.
going to be a great wall there. As
defense
now,
matrix from the
we will
end.
see the
Oh, the
rampage come out
rampage.
used basically as soon as he gets it. That'll
They
get
have it,
one.
their own I feel coming
Won't
out.
be able to really get any kills because that I feel, but will drop the
Able
tank,
to just get so
the Mei,
many.
actually will drop everybody there at the end.
This has been one of the most, I think, chaotic matches we've seen. I mean,
For sure.
every team fight on all these maps, it feels like it's just all the ults coming out. Unlike a lot of the matches we've seen before, where it's
Ults
a
are
lot
usually
more
saved,
precise and
yeah.
tactile, and like, okay, we'll just shoot at each other for this fight. We don't need to use ults. But it feels like every single team fight, it's just been ult after ult after ult, and I wonder if some of this is just intentional or some of this is just some panic ults, maybe, just because things have been not going as smoothly this week as they have in previous. But
Yeah. As now we'll see them kind of fight around this pillar here. And it's kind of an awkward place to fight as pretty much as Jamie almost gets instantly trapped by the
pushing
wall.
through the wall though.
But it looks like they will push him through the wall. He will get launched back again as it's pretty much just Jamie versus the other team, just Jamie getting heals, and that's the only
and the
other team
Orisa
thing.
ult coming
The Orisa
out,
ult will
not
come
able
out.
to get as much damage. Will take down Maddie.
Will
though.
drop the Orisa
But-
though, and the Blizzard will come
Blizzard
out,
is
and the
coming out.
Sojourn will fall. Pretty much everyone will get frozen on our team except for Jamie, and
Jamie's
Jamie's
staying
gonna
alive,
go
just-
through it all, kill
just
everybody
trucking through
without
it.
ult, and we'll be able to start capturing that point.
But Jamie just looked like a one-man wrecking crew.
Oh yeah,
But
I mean he just stood face to face with the Orisa and like the rest of the team.
that is
for
the
a solid
definition
5
of standing
seconds.
your ground.
Yeah,
And it was the miss input on the ult from Jose, I think?
I think so. But I think it probably won't matter as we're going to have probably 4 ults for this defense here. As Jamie will have his
good tunnel for the Rampage.
Yes, this is
up.
such a great tunnel. As the
Now,
immortality
field is going to come out from over there.
That's going to be a
the defense matrix coming out and able to just hit 3 with the Rampage, slowly taking 1. Oh, and so many of them are going to
dropped. Fall. It's just the Kiriko, like and the Kiriko is right there, just kind of sitting there. At this point, the Kiriko dies. I think the Kiriko gave up. I'll be honest. He was just sitting there. Jamie saw him for a second, didn't even shoot him. Just kind of waited.
I think that fight was the embodiment of how every fight has felt this game. We saw 3, 4 ults there just be used, and it looks like we're just gonna have to hold on.
Switch to Reaper, probably just for the speed to get onto the point.
Trying to hold the point.
As the Orisa is on the point now, and our immortality field will get dropped. It looks like Jamie's gonna attack the immortality field, thinking it's the enemies. And Jamie's gonna drop really low. Will fall, and we're
able to hold on to this.
I don't think we will. It's only Jose. Yep, Jose's gonna drop.
They're gonna regroup. I think they'll have time for 1 more team fight, maybe 2, to try to reclaim this point and not have to play another point.
I think it'd be fine if they did have to replay this point, though. I mean, they're up 2.
You're up 2-0.
Losing 1 here would be fine.
Yeah, you most definitely can lose a point. So it'll be interesting to see how hard they push to just try to either get this match over with, or if they're completely fine with just playing the next one.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to be taking that same bridge tunnel thing that they took last time, and we will start off with killing the Baptiste.
We are going to rush on to the point with
Jamie is kind of alone, but also in the back at the same time. And it looks like
and able to just get
immortality
so much damage off there.
The Reaper is gonna drop pretty soon. The Orisa is gonna drop, and that's gonna be game.
I think
as the Kiriko will drop, overtime will start. He stole it from them at the
anyone near, and that is another 3-0.
Yep. Another 3-0? I was telling you guys, 12-0. 12-0. All right, and we're going to see the play of the game here come from Jamie. Who do you think we should interview today?
I don't know.
Maddie is the only one who hasn't been interviewed.
Who's Maddie then?
All right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wonder if Maddie's prepared for it.
I'm going to go grab Maddie.
You're going to go grab Maddie? Yeah, I mean, I can also go grab Maddie. All right. Well, Jackson goes to grab Maddie for this interview. I can talk a little bit about that match. It was very interesting. Of course, it was a little bit closer than other matches, as we saw some closer point totals on the maps, at least. But overall, it was more of just the same 3-0. We just had more final, basically. We could finish better than they could, which is important. As hopeful as Maddie will get in here pretty soon, and we can do some interviewing stuff. Hopefully. As that game, of course, another 3-0 from our boys. And just overall, some really good gameplay. Maddie, right? Yeah, Maddie. Yep. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication of some kind from the... Get in here. Come on, Maddie. I know. 2 supports in a row.
Oh, it's like...
It's so weird.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What do I do with this?
Put it near your mouth.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, how did you think that match go?
That went actually really fun. Another 3-0 in the books.
Of course, 12-0 as the starters.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. But no, I think we did really good. We were a little worried in the first one where we lost the 1 point, but we came back and we did better communicating. I'm really proud of that. So, on with your questions.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, I like to talk.
So, of course, these games were a lot closer than we've seen in other weeks. Do you have like an exact point that you can point out for why that is, or?
I know what map was it? Circuit Royale.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie liked to do the close hold. and I know I was very panicky on that. And I think we needed to realize what was working for us and how to like strengthen that instead of just saying it works, so keep going.
Mm-hmm.
So we needed to strengthen what worked.
Yeah. Okay. And then lastly, round 3, you guys sweeped. It was
Yeah.
well, the fight seemed round 3. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because there were ults every single fight, no matter what.
No matter what, there was an ult. I noticed that Jamie's rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were huge, and some of them got walled off. And
That-
we kind of laughed at it.
I saw one of them. It was funny.
It was very funny. It was funny from a player perspective too.
We saw Jamie get walled off and then jump in the river right
Yeah,
after.
he goes, I'm gonna jump, because we had all died.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. I know Valkyrie for Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
The damage boost just is crazy in this patch, and Mercy's not a very good character, but I still love her anyways.
Your most played character, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not like other girls.
I think other girls play Mercy.
That was a joke.
Overall, what do you guys want to work on before next week?
More versatility. I know I want to work with more versatility because when I was playing BAP, I was very scared. And I
Yeah.
want to get more confident in that.
Yeah,
for
that,
sure.
that was very interesting because we saw you on the Baptiste, Zeke on the Zenyatta, which we've seen before. I guess you didn't want to play Zenyatta.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I love playing support, but Zenyatta's just...
harder, much harder. I've heard because with the orbs and everything. But yeah, I think that'll be all my questions. Thank you for coming in for the interview. You can bring back Jackson, I guess.
Okay, I'll drag him back.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So we'll get Jackson back and then we'll sign off really quick. We'll give you a little bit of the schedule for tomorrow. I'll be casting with Avery again, like we saw last Wednesday. And then that'll be a fun Rocket League match, hopefully. As welcome. Yes. You're signing off with me. This is how it works, okay?
What?
Yes.
I don't understand.
Too bad. Sit down.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, I'm back.
Welcome back, Jackson.
Yep.
So, this is pretty much the end of this. Another 3-0 for the guys. What do you think? A little bit. You want to dive into your insights?
What am I mean, it looked a lot. It looked sketch at first, but I mean, I think they kind of just got it together. I think everyone's been having long weeks. And I think some of that is just mentally taxing. But I mean, I think towards the end, it definitely showed that like they're still the same team that has just been so dominant the past couple of weeks. That I mean, they're still there. They're still that team.
Yeah.
It was just a bit of a rough start, but I'm really excited to see how they continue.
This 12-0, right?
Yeah, to continue to progress through the rest of the season.
As
see how it
now
goes.
they improved to 4-1.
4-1.
It's okay.
It happens.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, 4-1 for our boys. So hopefully we'll see more wins come out and continue this 12-0 for the starters. Get it to 15 and maybe 18 eventually.
Yeah, and just keep going.
So yeah, tomorrow Rocket League 7 o'clock. We're hoping to get out quick because there's a lot of things going on Friday. But yeah, so we'll see you guys then. Peace.
Thumbs up.